Aloha, my name is Brandy Renee with Better Business Strategies, and welcome to Business Bites with Brandy. I'm a holistic business strategist. I'm originally from Colorado, but I've been living in Hawaii for the last 5 years, and I help small business owners find and recover the hidden profits in their business, create work-life balance, and repair those core relationships because I want you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. On Business Bites with Brandy, we're going to be covering better life and better business strategies for small business owners and entrepreneurs. So if that's you, please subscribe and like, and so you'll keep getting these videos from week to week. This week, I want to talk to you about money. Now, we all are in business to make money. Without revenues, we can't pay staff. We can't buy the widgets to make our products. We can't, pay for YouTube to host video chats. And we need to generate revenue to stay in business. And so I want to start with the basics. For you startups, for people who are just getting started with their business, I want to talk about or ask you whether or not you are co-mingling your finances. Now, what does that mean, co-mingling? So if you're just starting out, you might be selling services or products and having that money come directly into your personal account. And maybe you are spending money on your business. Maybe you're paying a social media manager, or you pay for scheduling software or something like that for your business out of your personal account or on a personal credit card. Now, if you've been in business for very long and it's February, so you are probably getting ready to do your taxes or pull your business information to hand over to your accountant or CPA so that they can do your taxes. And if you've been commingling, you're in for a little bit of brain damage because you're going to have to figure out what was a business expense and what was a personal expense. And maybe you've been keeping a spreadsheet and you're diligent about it. And so it's all nice and clean and neat. And if that's the case, big round of applause for you. Organization is really helpful when you're running a business. But if you haven't been keeping track, it's going to be a pain in the, yeah. So what to do, what to do. If you are just starting, or if you haven't done this yet, open a separate account for your business and take a credit card that has a zero balance and dedicate that to your business so that every dollar you make comes into that business account and every dollar you spend goes out of that business account or out of that credit card account. This way, at the end of the year, it's really easy to know exactly what you spent and what you made. And it can help you with your pricing strategy. It can help you develop a profit and loss statement so that you can leverage your profit and loss to boost profitability. It'll help you know whether you are actually running a business or just supporting a very expensive hobby. So stop commingling those funds. Do yourself a big favor and keep your business finances separate from your personal finances. Trust me, in the end, it's going to be much better. And for you, more established businesses, maybe you've been in business for 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, maybe you're making $100,000 or you're making $5 million. Doesn't matter. Cost auditing is one of the best strategies that you can do for yourself to improve your profits. Now, when you cut costs, that money goes directly to your bottom line. Anytime that you reduce your expenses, that money instantly becomes profits. So, how do you cut costs? I'm going to give you a few quick tips today, and then if you want some more information, definitely contact me. I will put some links down below so that you can schedule time with me and we can dig a little deeper into this topic. And I can also provide you with processes or scripts to talk to your service providers, vendors, contractors, whoever you do business with. So the first thing you want to do is to start doing a cost audit. You want to two ways. You can look at your profit and loss statement, and you want to look at your expenses, and you want to look at them line item by line item and really judge and verify whether or not they're needed. I've worked with clients in the past that maybe went through a downsizing period and they may have let go some staff, but they didn't reduce their software memberships or they didn't reduce the licensures that they were paying for. And so that they were paying hundreds, maybe even $1,000s a month for software they were no longer using. So take a couple of hours to really do a deep dive into your expenses and ask yourself, is this expense contributing to increasing revenue? And if it's not, let it go. And once you get through that list, you can look at your credit card statements again. If you don't regularly look at your profit and loss, which you should be doing, and we can talk about that later. If you don't use a profit and loss, then look through your bank statements and your credit card statements. And again, look at each one of those expenses and ask yourself, is this generating revenue? And if it's not, do you really need it? Now, once you start looking at your service providers, your vendors, your contractors, anyone who provides a service product to your business so that you can serve your clients, you want to talk to them about pricing. If you've been a loyal client with them for some time, you might talk to them about loyalty pricing program. You might talk to them about extending your payment terms. Maybe you have a net 10 right now. You might talk to them about having a net 30 so you can keep that cash in your business a little bit longer. For any sort of overhead that you have, services like maybe your phone service, internet, internet security, someone comes in and cleans your office, anyone that provides a service to you, talk to them about, again, about some sort of loyalty pricing. And if they don't want to reward you for being a long-term customer, then spend a few minutes, shop their competition, and you can go back to them if you love working with them and say, look, your competition's offering X for X. Can you meet or beat that price? I really don't want to leave your company, but I've got to watch my bottom line. And if they don't want to work with you on pricing, it might be time to find a new service provider. Now, if you have cost of goods sold, COGS, if you buy something to make something to sell to your clients, there are many, many strategies for lowering your cost of goods sold. And these are important because they contribute to your gross profit. If you can lower your cost of goods sold, you're going to have more money to go back into your business. You're going to have more money to cover those overhead costs. And if you can reduce your cost of goods sold, your COGS, and reduce your overhead, your profit margin is going to increase. So if you would like some more tips and tools on lowering those COGS specifically for your company, definitely schedule a call with me. And I would love to talk to you about your specific needs and how to talk to your vendors and service providers. But for now, if you haven't done a cost audit in a while, take some time to do it. I guarantee you, you're going to find some money hidden in those service costs. And the next thing that I often work with clients is increasing prices. And I know business owners hate increasing prices. We hate it. We're afraid it's going to drive clients away. It's absolutely the last thing that most business owners want to do. But I can guarantee you that over the last 5 years, if you have not increased your prices and you've been absorbing contractor or service provider increases, it has been eating up your profit margins. And with inflation on the rise, it's really eating up your profit margins. You've got to increase your prices to reflect the new pricing in the economy. And your clients, your loyal clients, your long-term clients, your customers that value your products and services, they're not going to go anywhere. They understand that with the current economy, that there is going to be a little increase in prices. There's lots of options also for kind of softening the blow with a price increase. We can talk about bundling, downsizing, adding another line of service that's maybe more affordable, or creating packages that increase the value for your clients. There are lots of ways to increase your prices while adding value to your clients. Depending on your product or service line, it can be really easy to create new packages and bundles that increase your profit and boost your bottom line without hurting the pocketbook of your customers or clients. You can actually provide more value while increasing your prices. So I don't have enough time to cover all of those today. And depending on your business, different strategies are going to work for you. But if you're interested in talking about strategies to increase your prices and making that process feel more comfortable for you, like I said, go ahead and check those links at the bottom. I'd love to chat with you about your business and how these strategies can work for you. Okay, well, these are bites, little bite sizes of information. I want to just leave you with some better life strategies before we go. A couple of things that I really work with clients to shift a positive mindset and to reconnect with those core relationships in their life. The first thing is gratitude. Gratitude is an incredibly powerful, subtle thing that we can use, tool that we can use to shift our mindset into positivity. And I want to challenge you over the next 5 to 7 days to take 2 minutes, just 2 minutes a day for gratitude. 1 minute in the morning to think about things that you are grateful for. 5 things that you're grateful for, 2 of them things about yourself. Maybe you're an excellent strategist. Maybe your persistence have got you this far in your life. What do you love about yourself? What traits do you appreciate? 2 out of the 5 gratitudes in the morning, things you love about yourself. Now, the second minute of the day is going to be in the evenings while you're lying in bed. And I want you to think back during the day and remember some time in your day when you felt grateful. And while you have your eyes closed, I want you to remember exactly where you were and what you were doing. Were you smelling anything? Who was with you? What did you see? Was the wind blowing? Was it cold inside? Was it warm inside? Engage all 5 of your senses to take you back to those moments when you felt gratitude. By starting and ending your day with gratitude, you're setting your brain up for positivity. When we are in a positive mindset, we tend to see opportunities instead of obstacles. We're more open to possibilities instead of problems. And these 2 minutes a day, when you institute this process, this gratitude as a habit on a regular basis, you'll start to know big shifts in your life. Now, a little key for connection with your significant others. We all know running a business can be very stressful and it can take hours away from our family. And our spouses at home can sometimes feel isolated and carry a lot of more burden at home, both emotional burdens and physical burdens at home while we are working on our business. One way to reconnect with our significant others is, and this is going to be another 2 minutes a day, 2 minutes a day. So if you can give me less than 5 minutes a day for better life strategies, I promise you some big results if you stick with it. So connection. What you're going to do is give your partner a hug for 30 seconds. You're just going to hug them and feel their heartbeat next to your heartbeat, feel their warmth. Just give them a hug. And you might say something like, have I told you lately how much I appreciate all that you do for me? Have I told you lately how much I love you, how much I appreciate you being a partner in my life? In that 30 seconds, if you just say one thing that you appreciate or that you're grateful for about your partner, they will feel seen and heard. Now, after that hug, I want you to give them a 30-second kiss. 30 seconds just to let them know that you are here with them now and they are in your heart. When you pull away from that kiss, I want you to spend just 10 seconds looking them in the eye, looking them in the eye and maybe smiling. And if you haven't said already, have I told you lately how much you mean to me? Say it now. I want you to do this practice twice a day, 30-second hug and a 30-second kiss and 10 seconds of eye gazing twice a day, every day. Institute those two practices, your gratitude 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night, and your connection habits, 30-second kiss and a 30-second hug and 10 seconds of eye gazing with a word of appreciation. I challenge you to institute those two things into your life over the next 5 to 7 days. And then I would love to hear how much they change your life. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, and I will see you again later this week. Hopefully, we'll have a guest with us next time. And if you're interested in being a guest on Business Bites with Brandy, definitely shoot me a little note down there in the comments, or feel free to check out my website, schedule a call with me. I'd love to talk to you about how you can come on and share your brilliance on Business Bites with Brandy. Have a wonderful rest of your day and aloha.